So Ryan, you hear about these kids nowadays, they're trying to learn about financial ratios?
We're trying to learn about financial ratios.
Yeah, hold up. Usually we wouldn't do something like this, but why don't you go ahead and tell them about them financial ratios?
Alright. Now we're not trying to be rude, but we want to educate you on what financial ratios we use and why they do what they do. In this song we'll tell you how to use. First up, we got liquidity on the beat. It's a snapshot of the balance sheet where we have working capital along with the current ratio. Now hold on, wait. Give me the formula so we can calculate current assets minus current liabilities. That's working capital. Next, we have the current ratio. That's current assets over current liabilities, yo. Now careful, don't be so quick. A value less than 1 means the firm's liquid.
Let me jump on the beat. After liquidity, we will discuss profitability. Starting with the first one, known as net income. Then we have our ROA. That's net income over assets. A. Moving on to ROE, which is net income over equity. Last, we have our OPM. That stands for operating profit margin. To make sure our calculations don't fail, OPM is operating income over sales. Next up, as you will see, is our ratio for solvency. First up is our leverage ratio. That's debt over equity, don't you know? Oh. And just as a rule of thumb, the leverage ratio has a max of 1. To keep up with the flow, we will move on to debt to asset ratio. Then there's equity over assets, yo, giving us the equity to asset ratio. I'm gonna keep on spitting this fire with assets over equity for my equity multiplier.
Moving on, I will say it simply. Here's the repayment capacity. This relates our cash generated from operations to our cash obligations. So here we go. First up is our term debt coverage ratio. The formula can be found here. It's EBITDA over interest plus principal within a year. Let's keep it going with the term debt repayment margin. This formula is similar to before, but where you divide, replace it with the minus sign.
Alright. The ratios next can be put simply. What they do is measure efficiency. These really take a stance and are useful in monitoring performance. First is our asset turnover. That's sales over assets, brother. Then we have inventory turnover surely, which is cost of goods sold over inventory. Then days sales and inventory to keep us going with our story. Now, and moreover, there is the receivables turnover. The last one available is the day sales and receivables.
Next, quick, before we go, here are all the market value ratios.
Net income over shares outstanding. That's the EPS we're demanding. Price earnings ratios are next. That's price per share over EPS. Price sales ratio is next if we're fair, which is price per share over sales per share. Market value per share over book value per share. That's the market to book ratio right there. Drop it on the beat.
Drop it, dog.